Hey y'all, it is the Wicked Witch from the Midwest, and I am back again for technically the 18th episode, but it's the second comeback episode. So I'm pretty excited, and I've already made a mess of my hands, which you guys will see in a minute. So today we are painting a Dragon Chopper's Lodge mini. It is the Cactus Monster.
or cactus crawler as the
Yeah. Uh, brought to you by Mom and her points. As well as a wig, specifically an afro. And I've got a couple of options here. Working on a different one right now. I have this one, which bit of a dark green, kind of looks like a take forest green and then make it a little bit darker.
what did you make them out of?
Cotton balls. I actually have one right here because I'm still testing a couple of them. So I've got this, and then I got this like neon green. And then right now I'm working on making a wig to like drape like this. I thought that would be fun. I'm just painting that one right now. And by painting, I mean I'm taking paint, dropping it on, and then I'm making a mess on my hand. Because that's but Mom, since you're the one who spent the points on the wig, if you want to change it to this one, be my guest. Otherwise, it'll probably end up on this guy. Since I made 3 wigs, I'll probably just put one on each.
Did not realize you even had another model over there.
Oh, you're gonna be surprised when you see number 3 then.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. See, I've shipped those, but don't think mom. Hello, Creep Show.
Hello, Creep Show.
I don't think mom's painted any yet.
Yeah, typically before I do the alters, the streams, I pick what I want to do, and then I spam Mom with all the pictures, and I'm like, all right, which one of these can I do? And she's like, I've already done this one on stream, and I've already painted this one, and I've already done this, and I'm like, great, so I gotta start over. So then I do it again.
Mom says, go for it. They'll all look awesome.
Okay, so it sounds like she's fine with me using any of the wigs on any of the creatures. Which is awesome, because I was probably going to end up doing that anyways. Yeah, I'm just matting up this wig real quick. And then I really like the base color I have for these guys. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is just dry brushing most of the time. And then for this flower, this is the only one that has a flower. But for the mouths, I'm going to do the same color as the cactus flower and make the spikes the same color as the teeth. That's just creepy thinking about how they could all be teeth. Yep. Hands. That's the one downside about this paint is whenever you get it on your hands, like I do most of the time, is it's very sticky. I think I like making this one a bit emo. Going like that. I mean, putting on the wigs is going to be the last thing we do, but if I drape this properly, it'll be super easy. I just draped it on my paint water there. And then these 2 guys are afro. I think I might end up making either not doing one on this guy, making it really small to like go on like the side of his head or something. Then this guy has a perfect little forehead. I'm going to use the neon one. It's just, I like it. So I'm going to set those to the side. And then pick color to draw. This is fun. I think it might be too bright though. Oh, it might actually not be pink. Yeah, I think it might be green stuff. But it's still pretty. But I had already grabbed this one out and I really liked it. Green. The color of it is green. I'm gonna pick a brush. I'm gonna go with this one. Start nice. It'll get those big details while still being able to hit the hard to reach spots. Mom has this habit of, instead of taking off the plastic on the top of the container, she'll just twist it off and use it like that, which is fine until you want to dry brush with the color, and then you have to squeeze out a little bit of it. And today's palette, because I didn't want to get up, is a piece of paper folded in half. Because I'm lazy. I did not want to get up. Actually ended up taking a nap today, and it's been a couple of years since I took a nap. I'm not a nap person. I got like nap mouth right now. It feels weird. There we go. A couple of gross sounds later, and I got enough paint out. Alright, should we start on the big guy? Let's start on the big guy. I like how I said I'm dry brushing and then instantly wetted my brush. I know that's not what that means, but it feels like that's what that means. Let's start on his butt. Looking pretty nice. I'm pretty much just going over the ridges. And then I'll probably hit a shade over top of it to bring it down to the same color. Right now it's a very bright green on top of a very dark green. But he's got a cute little butt. So while he was printing, he did have a little bit of a failure right there. But we are going to put some lichen in there and call it good. It was either that or stuff it with stuff and then try to make it look like I didn't stuff it with any green stuff. That's what it's called. Oh, I did not wipe off enough paint on. There we go. Perfect. Nothing happened. Fine. Kind of like how it's like, oh, I stuck my finger. Whoops. I'm a mess today, but that's fine. I'm typically a mess anyways. I'm just going with the flow today. There's that little spot. Oh look, can you guess who it's from? uh So how y'all's weekends going? I know everyone else's weekends just starting to come to a close, but mine's just started, so I'm feeling great. That's kind of hard to see. I'm trying to get the tummy right now. Not really an angle that you can see that. Oh, hello. Oh. Yes, mother, I know you can't see. Because it's a bad angle. I'm sorry. Still trying to get used to the streaming again. It's a different setup from whenever I first stopped. So it's a little bit of getting used to, because I'm still trying to paint for that side. Creep Show said 3 hours of cutting grass over, so not bad of a weekend. Sounds productive. Not fun, but productive. Unless you have a riding mower, then that's fun. Our riding mower ended up crapping out on us, unfortunately. Now Dad has to use the push mower every time because I don't like doing it. I'd do it by myself with the rider mower any and every time, but not with the push. I stand it. I wouldn't say it's small, but yeah, it's not as big as yours. Rar. Trying to get his tush. Ooh, I just let it get silent. Sorry. I just ran off on a train of thought. uh, and Father has abandoned me, so I don't know. Whenever I'm being quiet, I just kind of zone out. Hear that, Dad? Creepshow says you have to do more cardio, so you have to mow the lawn by yourself every time now. So for the base today, the bases, plural, I'm gonna be using PVA glue and some snazzy little rocks, because nothing's cooler than little rocks. So instead of doing a sandy base or a cracked earth base, I'm going for a rocky base. And I'm not going to paint the rocks because they're very pretty. I absolutely love these rocks. So I'm going to smack all those on here. Here. Yeah, our grass is growing fast, and we just did it last weekend, and we're going to have to end up doing it again real soon, fortunately. We can always tell whenever the grass is getting too long because Sir will start having to hop through our yard in order to go to the bathroom or just walk around in general. He'll just like it's hilarious every time. You guys going for a rock? uh yeah, I mean I'm sort of just dry coating now. I'm pretty much doing a base coat in a dry paint. That's a really weird way of phrasing that. Uh but yes, currently what I'm doing. Oh, something just fell off of it. I turned the mini slightly, and it sounded like there was like a shaker bead or something inside of it. So just like, like if I keep shaking it, will it sound like a rain machine? Yeah, I can't think of anything to talk about. You guys have to help me out here. I had it easy last week because I didn't have to talk. It was just Dad talking about the world building, but I don't have world building to do. So I need conversation. Someone help. I mean, what I'm doing right now is pretty simple. I'm just hitting the top layer of everything in this brighter than I expected green, but it's definitely cactus green, so I think we're still good. Toes look weird. They kind of look like rocks. No, I one of my favorite plants, like in general plants, is the walking cactus. I remember the first time I learned about the walking cactus was unfortunately old movie at this point, which makes me feel old. Uh Rango. It's this movie about a lizard like spreading a bunch of lies about himself and makes him sound super impressive and like a hero. and then he comes to this small town named Dirt, and he like saves it through those lies, you know, and it was pretty funny. But one of the main one of the like I guess it's probably not main, but like one of the like the side parts of this movie was the Walking Cactuses. That was the first time I learned about them, and I loved them ever since. They're really quite phenomenal. They end up walking to water sources, and sometimes people will like follow the walking cactuses because they walk during like the night mainly, but they walk like super slowly because obviously they're like crawling with on their roots, which is also really cool. um but they walk really slowly and they find water sources, and it's actually like saved people who lived in the desert from like dehydration. I just completely had lost that word for a second there. But it saves people from dehydration because it brings them the water sources. They always go to like the biggest water source they can sense. The fact that they can sense it is like really cool. They're fascinating. Honestly. I just realized the guy's joints are actually like smaller cactuses. Super fun. I just really like succulents. They're really fun. For some reason, impossible for me to keep alive. Unlike my current thumb, I do not have a green thumb, which is very disappointing considering how much I want a green thumb. Of course, it's probably partially, oh, I forget that they exist a lot, unfortunately. I could have it sitting right next to me and I would still forget to water it because the second I leave my room, I forget that plant exists, even if I'm holding a cup that on it that says water my plant. Uh, yeah, yet on, I'm currently painting my fingernail to keep the brush dry enough for the top coat. So otherwise you'll get like things like his tush, where it's like completely coated instead of just the top layer. It's a good spot for it. It's also very thick already. Like a pretty thick finger job at this point. But it's looking really good. And I've been blabbering, waiting for someone to come up with a topic for me to discuss, and no one's been talking yet. I need someone to tell me what to do. Mother Purdy is not a topic I can discuss. It's just a thing that happens. Unintentionally. Even though I'm covering the majority of his head, I'm still gonna paint where it's going. Because if it falls off or something else, you know, it'll still be painted. Plus, it's a wig, which means it should still be removable, you know? Oh, I'm probably mumbling. Yeah. Yes, mom's babysitting Sir right now, so she's got to keep her volume down in order for him to not freak out. Uh. Poop Show said, put your right foot in, put your right foot out, put your right foot in, and shake it all about. Instructive enough. I still need something to talk about, though. Like, what I'm doing right now is basic, so you guys should already know what I'm doing. By the fact that I said it a couple of times already, and I'm currently demonstrating how to do it. So I'm not quite done with this yet, but I need something to talk about because there cannot be any dead air. I'm not good at randomly coming up with conversations. I am very good at blabbing constantly, just constantly talking about utter nonsense. I can do that, but I'll lose interest in my own talking very quickly. um, so someone communicate with me. Let's have a conversation. I think the tongue, I saw I'm gonna use this mythical orange for the tongue. Make it sort of like very vibrant. Sort of look like venomous. I think would be fun. Oh my god, I need to be making Avatar The Last Airbender quotes right now. It's the quinchiest. If you know, you know. Quinchiest. Oh, so there is a Kickstarter on Kickstarter. Yeah, super informative. Right now that I got my mom for her birthday. It is turtle duck stuffies based on the Avatar The Last Airbender crew, which is super awesome. It's just about to finish, so if you want one, you gotta go quickly because they look fantastic. I absolutely love them, and I know as soon as they come in, I'm gonna have a real hard time not taking them from mom, but I am going to do my best. uh, so I think it's Katara, Sokka, Toph, Zuko, and Aang, I think are the only ones on there. There are a couple, there's two stretch goals. One of them is Uncle Iroh, and the other one is, oh, I think I might be saying the wrong name, but Suko. Yeah, it's Suko. With an S, not a Z. Zuko is in there. Yeah, I'm super excited for those to come in because it has been successfully backed. We're just praying for the stretch goals. Because if those happen, then I can get Mama Uncle Iroh as well. Zuko would also be pretty cute, but I think Iroh's the priority. Almost done here. I just gotta finish this arm and then touch up the face a little bit. Guys got a lot more crevices than I expected. Which is great. I always think about the crevices. I never think about the crevices. I'm a crevice mess. I need to pay more attention to the miniatures I choose. So there are a couple of miniatures in the Alter the Stream Discord right now. I think it's 3 of them. I do not remember their names off the top of my head because I chose them immediately after waking up from my nap. So I don't even remember what they are, in all honesty. I know one of them's a bust. One of them is something. Oh yeah, so one that's Ursula adjacent. I saw it pop up. And then one of them is, I don't know, it beats me. I don't remember what it is. I've already forgotten. But there's one done. I don't think I'm gonna do that with this guy because he doesn't really have those lines to him. Let's clean up some support. Oh, he does have little tiny little flowers on it. I am gonna do it to this guy though. Little guy. It's a little man. I'm very excited to paint. Now, if only I did this on other nails, it would look like I actually painted my nails instead of just having one green nail. I'm kind of thinking that these guys are gonna end up being like cousins. Just like if I was to write a one shot about these guys, they'd be like the cousins. And they weren't actually the bad guys. People just always think they're like a group of troublemakers, delinquents even. Delinquents is a better word. Just like delinquents that live in the town. And everyone's like, fine, take my money. And they're just like, I was just wondering if you wanted to buy some cookies to support. No? Okay, bye. They're just they're just little guys, but everyone's always scared of them because they look like creatures and monsters. They are, but they're just trying to support their local businesses. uh, I gotta be completely honest with you guys. I do not remember what color cactus spikes are. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make stuff up. That's what I do. I make stuff up. Thinking probably of going like a dirty bone or scholar flesh. That would also work. Oh, I don't think that'll work. No, dirty bone is still coal. There's bleached linen. Oh. Which show said they are prickly people know what hurt. Yeah, but they're just little guys. They're just trying to sell their cookies. They're good cookies. Chocolate chunk. Chocolate chunk is one of their favorite, one of their most popular ones from the people who actually step by from the, Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mom. She said that would make them stand out great. I think that would. If I could find the color. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we were out of it. Popular color for us to use. I don't even know if you guys can hear the face, but that's fine. Not right. Hiding? No, it's not hiding. Why are you saying yuck chocolate? Did someone mention chocolate? I don't recall someone saying anything about chocolate. Oh, I have cocoa thanks to Kayla. Because she was watching one of my streams one day, back before my hiatus, and I was constantly, ooh, I'm gonna use Brain Matter Beige. That's the closest back here. You mentioned cookies being chocolate chunk. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love chocolate chunk cookies. They're my favorite. They're really good. I also really like snickerdoodle and oatmeal raisin. Those are my three favorite types of cookies. What was I talking about? I just got distracted. Oh, yeah. So before I took my hiatus, Kayla was watching one of my streams where I was constantly berating father for not making me some peppermint cocoa. So for Christmas, Kayla ended up buying me peppermint hot cocoa and a absolutely ginormous marshmallow. It's huge. Like, I filled my cup up to here, and it almost overflowed by me putting the marshmallow in. It's just that large of a marshmallow. And the marshmallow was covered in dark chocolate, and I love dark chocolate. I think we'll use this as our spiky brush. I'm gonna start with this guy because he's got very obvious ones. He's gonna be a lot easier. Yeah, let's figure out a couple of different
This is Dr. PJ Crypt, and I have a warning for you. Someone has altered the stream.
How many points do you have, Mother? This is your 6,000 points in 2 streams. It's been over 6,000 points. 3 of those just being alters. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, the bust? That's the, oh, I can't remember her name. Oh, you just ran out of points? I can't remember her name, but she's pretty cool looking. She was my second choice, for painting a bust, but I like her more than my first choice was, because another one of those instances where I chose what I wanted to do and then I sent it to mom. She's like, "Yeah, I already painted this guy." And I was like, "Cool." And then it was like on like the top. So I clicked into the White Wolf Tavern and it was the first like the third or fourth thing I saw. So I was like, "All right, that's cool. I'm going to do that." And then mom's like, "Yeah, I already painted that." I'm like, "Cool, let me scroll now." And I was like, "Ooh, this is cool." I got down to like the sixth or seventh thing. I was like, "Nope, I want to do that more." Alright, this guy, I think I'm gonna do orange flowers on this guy. Because he's got all these tiny little flowers, and I think that mythical orange will look really cool there. Galarta. Yeah, Galarta. Like, untamed, or no, it's not untamed. It's a word like that, though. She's pretty wild looking. I like her. Dropping things. uh, so obviously they sell chocolate chunk cookies. And they can't sell cactus flavored cookies for obvious reasons, because that would make them seem like cannibals. And they're the good guys. They're just little guys, so they don't sell cactus cookies. However, they do sell sugar cookies shaped like cactus, and they don't have cookie cutters, so they cut them out by themselves by hand, and they're really good at it. Now I feel like I just gotta like make these guys like a whole life. Now these guys just live in a little town out in the desert. It's like a rocky little desert town, and they sell cookies to help their local businesses thrive. You just like go about selling cookies. And even though these townsfolk have been known them for years, they're still scared of them. And then when like a group of adventurers come in town, the cactus creatures immediately go up to them like, "Hey, you want some cookies?" "Oh no, they're not children, they're just little guys." There goes my paint nail. um but yeah, so a group of adventurers walk up into the town, and these little guys just run up to them immediately. And if the adventurers don't notice the cookies in their hands, they might end up like trying to like fight them or something. And that'd just be really sad for these little guys. And like, the town will like half the town will end up like celebrating, and the other half would be like, "What did you do? They were just little guys." That would be pretty upsetting. But if they don't fight them, then they can get like some really good cookies, and they'll probably give, if they pick out the right ones, they'd probably give them like some pretty sweet buffs, Getting the teeth. That's a bit of a strange angle for y'all, I'm sorry. There's the Tifer. He really likes the snickerdoodles. And you know what? I bet they have their own type of Oreo. An off-brand Oreo, except better. I'd probably end up calling it a Coreo. Like a C. Make it look like it says cactus, but it's actually pronounced Coreo. It'd probably be like green chocolate instead of chocolate. Probably be like some herb. Oh, and I bet this guy right here really likes, he's the taste tester. He tastes the new flavors, and this guy makes the new flavors. And this guy, for some reason, always tries to inputs desert snakes into his ingredients, which has never worked out. But he tries every time. And especially whenever new people come into town, he always tries to get them to taste his snake cookies. He thinks that his cousin's lying to him and that it's actually really good, and he just wants to keep them all to himself. Yes, Mother, you do need to make more cookies. I absolutely agree. I need to come up with more cookie types. You guys could help. There could be one that's like all oats. Miss Leo, hello! I'm coming in the... Miss Leo said, I'm coming in the middle of a backstory for the characters. What is this? What is the Minnie's cookie background? And then Creepshow said, so is he a snake cookie salesman instead of a snake oil? No. Alright, so these guys, they're just little guys. And they like to sell cookies to adventurers coming into their town so they can help support their local businesses. But as you can see, some people may not welcome these little guys into their stomachs, you know? So I'm essentially building a one-shot at the moment with these little guys as like the main guys, main intro guys, you know? So whenever the adventurers walk into the town, these guys will immediately run up to them, and if they don't notice the, like, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 trays of cookies in this guy's hands, and they end up attacking them, they'll probably kill them almost immediately, unfortunately. Oh, I forgot to paint these spikes. Killing me. Instead of getting these cookies, that some of them will actually end up giving you little buffs. Not like game-breaking buffs, just like, oh, this one you get +5 speed for the next until you defecate, sort of thing, you know? Yeah, I mean, they're just little guys. This guy is the main salesman. He's really good at selling. This guy's the taste tester for obvious reasons. And then this guy experiments and creates new cookie flavors. And for some reason, he always likes trying to add desert snakes into his cookies. I don't know why. He just does. And they're all cousins. And this guy always thinks that this guy is lying and not liking his snake cookies. So he always tries to get new people from in town to try his snake cookies, and those will most likely give you a debuff, or ooh, maybe it'll be like a wild magic roll. That would be pretty fun. Yeah, it's just they're just little guys, and they really like selling their cookies. Then they sell their cookies, and then they go over to like their local businesses, and they're like, I want a sandwich. Essentially, it's just their income, and then they only use it at small businesses in their town, which is a great thought. The problem is it's a small, isolated town, so they're all small businesses. So essentially, like, we're helping the community, and they're right, but it's kind of hard not to, you know? But they're just little guys. I mean, this guy's a big guy, but they're just little guys. Right, now we're off to the mythical. Miss Leo said, wild magic is fun in games until you accidentally release a Tarrasque. It's very true. And then Creepshow said, this is my brother Billy Ray, my other brother Billy Bob, and my sister Billie Jean. Alright, but which one's which? I think this one has to be Billy Bob, this one's Billy Ray, and then this one's Billie Jean. Or is this one Billie Jean? Billy Bob, Billie Jean. Yeah, this one's Billie Jean. This one's Billy Ray, and then this one is Billy Bob. I like that. Time for some tiny details. Cocoa break. I love cocoa so much. It needs to exist more. Woo. You got me there, Miss Leo. This guy, it's kind of hard to see, but he's got itty bitty little flowers all over him. So I'm going to use this bright orange. Make those pop. Thinner than I expected it. Alright, we're gonna pivot. Because that is too thin. I'd have to do like 20 coats. That one color, and not a fan of. So, find a different orange. I like the orange. I think we have a dry. That would work really. Our base coat orange will also work. Oh, aggressive shaking. Can you hear that? Probably not. There we go. It's a bit earthier, so I like it more, actually. Let's see how well it goes on. Much. Yeah, it goes on really well. Got the burps. Oh man, it's gonna be so hard to see all of these. Oh, Miss Leo, did you just get here, or were you here earlier when I was talking about the Kickstarter? Because I am positive that's something you would absolutely love. But if you were already here, I don't need to talk about it again, you know? Okay, awesome. So there is a Kickstarter that I recently backed, and it is fully funded, but I believe it is still going on. And it is Turtle Duck Stuffies, based on the crew of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So there's Sokka, Katara, Aang, and Zuko, and then the add-ons, not the add-ons. Stretch goals is Uncle Iroh and Suko or Suki. Is it Suki or Suko? I don't remember. It's one of those two. But it's super cute. We're really close to the Uncle Iroh Kickstarter, not Kickstarter, stretch goal. I really want to be able to get that one because that one's like awesome. Suki, yes, thank you, Suki. But yeah, it's freaking amazing, and I absolutely love it. I should be able to add a link to the Discord after the stream. Obviously, I can't do that while I'm painting. But yeah, it is phenomenal. It is getting pretty close to the end date, though, I think. It is so cute. And there's actually tote bags that you can get as add-ons right now. And one of those is so upsetting. It's the, remember the lullaby that Uncle Iroh sung to his son? Yeah, it has that written on it, and it has the picture of the tree he's buried under. It's so sad. And other than the fact that it's sad, the only other reason that I didn't get it is because I think we have enough tote bags. We have a lot of tote bags in this house. Like, a lot. That's fine, because we like tote bags. And then we immediately forget to use our tote bags when we're going somewhere, and then we're like, guess we gotta use plastic shopping bags. Like, we have tote bags full of tote bags. It's a lot of tote bags. Mostly Joanne's tote bags. Kinda looks like he has chicken. Miss Leo said, if only I had the funds, all extra funds to Leo Crafted right now, as I have an event every month with a couple double until like November, and Leaves on the Vine. Yes, that's what it's called. Always makes me cry. Yeah. It's phenomenal. I ended up getting onto the oh, we're good. I ended up finding it while it like on its first day. So I ended up getting a early bird special, and I chose the one it's the quinchiest, which was all of them. So I'm excited. Little flowers. Pretty. Oh, sorry, a lot of small details here. They're really hard to see because they're almost flat against there. And then with the base coat on there, honestly, before the base coat, I didn't even see them. I literally saw them while I was streaming. I didn't know they were there at all. Do we think they would sell anything other than cookies, or do you think they would just do cookies? I think they would probably just do cookies, but I think, like, caramels would be pretty fun, too. This is specifically directed at Leo. Y'all's caramels are the best. I've actually made caramel corn using your guys' caramel. Oh my god, it's the best caramel corn ever. It's phenomenal. I don't know if they would do cactus juice, simply because they are cactuses and they'd be juicing themselves and then selling it, and I think that would be weird. You know, a monocle would actually benefit me greatly because my left eye is perfect, and then my right eye, I just had a doctor's appointment, an eye appointment, and it actually got better. So I'm only like, I'm at 20/40 right now, and 20/20 is obviously perfect, so I'm like that close to having perfect vision in both eyes, and I'm so excited. But yeah, I could legitimately use a monocle and not wear an entire set of glasses. uh, you're making chai caramel? Ah, hey mom, I think we need to place an order. Yeah, we need an order, like immediately. Yeah, we mom, work on that like right now because I need that. That is something I need desperately. That does say chai, right? Oh my god. It's phenomenal. I'm incredibly excited now. There's more on the back apparently. Oh, father. Yeah. Mom's placing an order for caramels. She better be. Hey, Dad, you want some Earl Grey caramels? Because she's testing that too. I'm not really a huge fan of tea, but I love chai tea. It's really good. I'm actually, I went to a pottery hollow with a couple of friends the other day, and I ended up painting a stacker tea set for one. So it's a teacup and then a tea kettle that sits on top of that, and then the lid sits on top of that, and it's super cute. Yeah, I'm really excited now. You have thoroughly piqued my interest. I didn't know you could get this crazy with the caramels. Ooh. You could make a peppermint caramel that I could put like in my coffee and my tea and my cocoa. Oh, that'd be great. I'm really excited about caramels now. I already eat too many sweets as is, but you know, it's just really exciting. Although it's finally into like fresh fruit season. So right now I've got blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. And I also have some Greek yogurt and honeyed oats. So I've been making parfaits every morning now, and it's very nice. But I think I need to get new dishes because like the only the closest size dish we have for parfaits is a small ramekin. We need a tall ramekin for parfaits. So I think I need to go shopping because I want to be able to put my parfaits in like a legitimate parfait dish. And can't currently do that, so I can either put it in a bowl, a plate, a normal cup, or a ramekin. And I've been using a ramekin because that's a good-ish portion. But then I just end up filling that ramekin multiple times. Ooh. We're good. Guy likes to fall a lot. Alright. I think that's all of them, and I'm gonna call that all of them, at least for now. Oh yay, Miss Leo is- oh no. I almost used my cocoa to clean my paintbrush. Miss Leo is putting mint on the list, chocolate caramel is next on the list, and then you can do chocolate mint caramel. I'm so excited. Do you think you would be able to, like, set a caramel and then dip it in chocolate and, like, have a crunch chocolate on the outside and then, like, a mint chocolate on the inside? That would be really cool. I thought you said you were out of points. Are you a liar? I'm joking. I think what she meant by out of points is I'm under 1,000 points. Okay. Oh, I lost complete train of thought. Okay. I think we're gonna do this flower and this orange as well. Maybe do a dry coat of a yellow to make it look sunflower-y. I really like sunflowers. Itchy nose. Pretty flower. Oh my god, he could hold a platter of cookies on the top of his flower, too. That'd be fun. And this guy could have them hanging from his spikes. Oh, that'd be so cute. Kind of tempted to, like, build those items now. Like, just build, what is it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trays. Have these 3 be hanging, and then this one can just stack on top of this. And then I don't know how I'm gonna get those in his hands. He would have to have like his hands reversed. And I'm not gonna do that. That'd be pretty fun. And I mean, the trays would be super simple. Not that I know how that I would do them, but I do know that they would be easy once I figure out how to. And I shouldn't have closed that, because I have to do his tongue still. Where you... Hi. Oh. Grumpy man. He just wants people to like his snake cookies. Oh, paragraph here from this Leo. Oh, you deaf can. The problem is that melted chocolate, to set properly, you need to keep it at the correct temp, which is a pain when you don't have a chocolate temperer and don't have the funds for that right now. So the chocolate caramel is to get around dipping it, put it in the caramel itself. Sorry for taking over chat about caramel. In my defense, I didn't start it. That's true. Continue talking about caramel because I have to get hungry for dinner somehow. It absolutely is a fun topic. Yeah, I mean, in order to get it to that hard consistency would be pretty difficult. But if you were just making it like soft, would be pretty easy. Because you just need a oven safe, not an oven safe, but like, honestly, you could just nuke it. That always works. Or you could get a pot of boiling water, then put a bowl over that, and then put your chocolate in that bowl, and that would work on your chocolate, you know? Yeah, in order to temper it properly, that would be pretty hard. But swirled in still sounds really good. I just think it would be fun to have a crunchy caramel without being like a hard candy, you know? Oh, I think I'm mumbling again. Sorry, I talk really quietly. So, like, this is where I usually talk, and then this is where I have to talk for streams. And sometimes I forget that I'm on stream, so I, like, start coming back down. I'm not a very loud person. I don't think they would be able to make oatmeal raisin cookies because of the environment they live in, but probably no, probably not oatmeal cookies. Although they can get chocolate, so maybe they can get oatmeal too? I don't know. I bet they would probably have like different flavors of Oreo, or as we're calling it, Coreos. Not because of my name, but because it starts with a C, so it's like cactus, Coreo, you know. They would have different flavors of Coreos, and like one of them will have like red icing on the middle, like another one will have blue icing in the middle, and that would be health and mana potions, respectively. I don't know what other flavors of Coreos can we do for for effects, or colors specifically. Orange would probably be a dragon's breath spell potion. That's way too much. That's fine. Oh, orange. You know what? They could have like a dragon's breath batch where essentially the entire thing is you pick a color and that's your dragon's breath effect. Because the spell Dragon's Breath has, what was it? A couple of different choices. It's like fire damage, acid damage, you know, that sort of stuff. So you could have like each color corresponds to a different one. But each one immediately fills you. So if you try to eat another one, you'll just immediately throw it up. It sort of balances it out. So you can only have one like every 4 hours, and you can eat another one. That would be pretty fun. I'm gonna polka dot his tongue because I want to. Oh, sorry, I missed something from Miss Leo. I have been understanding you, no problem there, but explain this hard chocolate idea because now I'm confused. When you say hard chocolate, are we talking about chocolate dipped in caramel or like chocolate brittle? Just chocolate dipped caramel, but the chocolate's crunchy. Not necessarily like brittle, just like harder than a Hershey's chocolate. You know, I guess brittle is the right word. Cause like I want to be able to like crunch into it, you know, like Magic Shell, except you don't have to freeze it first, you know. I think that's sort of what I mean there. I think that'd be fun. Oh, I got the burps. Nightbot's going crazy today. Oh no, I'm almost out of cocoa. Gotta stir. I gotta melt this marshmallow somehow. So big. Still working on it, obviously. They could sell like different types of juices though. Just like milk maybe. Have a couple of different types of milk. But I just think it'd be weird for them to have like cactus juice. Seems weird. Now, if it was humans selling cactus juice, that'd be cool. As for Cheerios, they can make special sugar dust cookies. So, like, desert and dusty, but the dust is cinnamon, so basically it's a snickerdoodle. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I was thinking they should have a snickerdoodle, but I wasn't thinking of, like, how they would do it. I think yeah. I think they would call probably because I want to have them have at least one type of cookie where they cut it out because they don't have like stamps, but they want to make it like cactus shapes. So this guy actually like cuts out the cactus shapes. So that could be the snickerdoodles where they cut out the cactus shapes on the snickerdoodles. So they could be dust cacti, and that'd be like the name of the cookie. Something cuter than that, because that's a lazy name. But I definitely think like dust or desert should be in there. Well, there's the top of the tongue. Goofy little polka. The polka dots probably aren't usually there. They're probably just a side effect from one of the oh, what's his name? That one's Billie Jean. So it's probably just from one of Billie Jean's snake cookie tests. And the Billy one's Billy Bob, Billie Jean, Billy Ray. That one's Billy Ray. So Billy Ray was probably like no, I'm done trying these snake cookies. It always does something weird to me. Billy Bob, you have to do this one. And now Billy Bob has permanent polka dots on his. Yeah, I really like how the tongue's turning out. I'm using a crimson on top of the orange. It kind of looks like pinkish on the paper, but on the tongue it does look red, so I'm happy about it. Wait, I'm constantly doing these like weird angles. There we go. I can't see anything, but you guys can. That's what counts. I'll just have to look at the camera. So trippy. It's not mirrored, but it's really weird looking at my hand from a not looking at my hand. Like I know where my hands are. And I'm also looking at my hands. So weird. Oh, I can see it again. I'm really good at randomizing my. And that's like an odd thing to be proud about. Kind of random, but it's especially when I was younger, every time I tried to randomize my dots, I could always like see a pattern in them, which is annoying whenever you're trying to make something random and you make an obvious pattern. I don't even know if I hit it there. Ooh. Oh yeah, I did get it. I don't know why I'm holding my breath, but I am. If I focus too hard, I'd forget to breathe. Alright, now to get to the side of his. I don't know why, but I really like polka dotting tongues. I think it's just fun. I think it also kind of reminds me of Pentapus's Pentapie. You guys know what I'm talking about. At least I hope you do. Alright, I'm gonna be quiet for a second because I'm doing eyeballs. Oh, so that's 2. Oh yeah, I really like that color for eyes. It makes them look more evil, which is funny because they're just little guys. Now I'm gonna polka dot the flower. Obviously, he taste tests before he lets other people taste test. And this guy doesn't really have much of a tongue. However, he does have a little flower. This is going to be the hard part, and you guys probably won't be able to see anything polka dotting underneath the flower. He's just a little guy, so there's not much room for my thumb and visuals, but I'll make it fast. And I'll show you guys afterwards. It's such a little guy, it won't take. There we go. See, already done. Alright, and I'm going to do all their eyes in the same color. Eyeball. That pretty low eyeball. One down. Little guy. Alright, and now this guy didn't try that cookie, so he doesn't have any polka dots anywhere. But if he did, it would be on his little flowers, which would take a really long time. So I'm glad he didn't try the cookie. I'm just gonna pick this guy's eye. I got a really impressively thin line there. However, I missed most. I didn't get out of the eye. I just didn't get the rest of the eye. Oh, he's biting me. Ah! Down. And other one down. Eyeballs. However, I do think that this is a great color for the inside of this guy's mouth. I can just like hit those rings. I think that'd be really cool. Either that or in the orange. There's enough orange. I'm gonna use the red. This be an awkward. This is gonna be awkward for all of us here. Okay. I'm just hitting these. Oh, gotta clean my. This is gonna be an awkward positioning for all of us involved. The big mouth, but it's an awkward mouth nonetheless. I think my paint's probably getting close to drying up because it's pretty thick. But it's also an acrylic. That's probably why. Ooh. This guy loves falling out of my hand. This is harder than eyeballs. But it looks great. Kind of looks like his mouth is bloody. But it's not. He's probably just taste testing some raspberry jam cookie. That'd be pretty fun. Oh, that sounds great. Just like lemon drop cookies, but instead like, and then you like hollow out the middle like you're gonna put a kiss in there, but instead whenever it's done cooking, you put like a dollop of raspberry jam in there, and then you coat the top of it with like powdered sugar. Mom, make cookies. I'm hungry now. But that's most definitely their bestseller. Especially considering, like, raspberry jam is obviously going to be, like, a commodity. Plus, we have raspberries at home right now, so we can make, like, a raspberry compote or something to put inside of there. So excited. Exactly. Yes, very much so. So excited. Oh, and we just got cherries in, so I might actually end up going to the store again soon to pick up some cherries also. I got home from the store, I'm like, oh, I forgot we got cherries in. But they're not out on the floor yet, so it'd be a lot of extra work to get any. And I'm pretty sure we got the ones that are pitted. And I like being lazy, so I like my cherries pre-emptied of their innards. I don't know how else to say that. Oh, that looks... What's next? I think I want to bring that guy down a little bit. You know what? I think I'm going to leave the good enough alone, because I think he looks pretty... I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think I should mess with him more? Or start with the... By detail work, I mean, like, putting the lichen in his leg and putting on his wig. I definitely think this guy's done, because I think he looks great. I think just like a little bit of no will work well. Tail stinger flower thing, different from the little ones on top of him. Oh, he's got little flower pods. I didn't notice that. Yeah, he's got a little flower pot, so let me grab this orange back out. Good catch, I didn't see those. You guys can't see my shirt, but it's really cute, and I want to show it off. That is all. I just wanted to show off my hoodie. And this thing is also going to get the red polka dots on it. Because it looks like the same type of flower that this guy has on his head. I had way too much paint on my brush. That's fine, because that's why you're... And then that one's just another cat. That off. Bit of dotting. Of course, they have to be really popular by the... Oh, I skipped one. Miss Leo said, on the cookie topic, pizzellis are my fave, because, if the cactus guys get popular enough, their cookies, they could have a custom pizzelli maker that has cactus outline on it. Of course, they have to be really popular by that point. Yeah, and they're definitely not popular. They very much get kind of shunned by the townsfolk a lot, simply because of who they are, unfortunately. You guys are not getting very good shots, I apologize. Getting rawr. And I don't know what pizzellis are. Kind of sounds like pizza cookies, which immediately brings my mind to combos for some reason. I don't really know why, but that's just where my head goes. So, kind of sounds like it's like a thing that goes like this, and then like it goes through and like puts imprints on there. They're Italian almost waffle cookies. Oh, I need those. I like waffles and I like cookies, so I need those. Those are now a necessity in my life. Alright. So I got that. I think we're gonna fast forward to the base work so I can get a little bit of that done. Yeah. Remember to close your paints. We're either going to go to the lichen or the base. I think we're going to go to the base first because the lichen's going to be easier to do with the rocks on there than it will be the other way around. That off. Oh, hey, leaving that in paint water actually made it less stiff. Someone in here that's stiff with glue immediately picked it up. It's immediately not stiff anymore. You guys can hear that satisfying sound. This guy's most definitely. Yeah, see, no crack. Just glue. Yeah, I looked up and Dad just going, glue. I'm using PVA because it's gonna take longer to dry than our usual paints, but I won't have to use the accelerator better. Dad, can you read that? Just the bottom one.
Miss Leo says, because a Pizel maker is like a thin waffle iron, basically. You place a dollop of cookie dough in the center of the insets and cook for 1 minute, 30 seconds, pull them out, let them cool, and dust with powder sugar. That's quick.
Mom, go shopping.
Close?
Yep, I'm working on the bases now. Then I'll have the lichen to do, and then I'll pretty much be done. I like lichen. I mean, that could be the name of the town. I didn't actually name the town yet. And here are the rocks I'm using. They're adorable, and I absolutely love these rocks. I'm just gonna go in little segments like this. Itch my face for a second. I'm gonna be making a mess that I will later have to clean up, but that's fine. I don't know how else to do this. I'm gonna keep it all on the table, so don't worry. And sounds like I'll be adding those into your guys' next care packages. I'm not gonna say no. What if I have the little all the little spoons are downstairs. I mean, I'm sure Mom's currently making another order. If not, I'm gonna be mad at her because I need those caramels. Right. Oh, sorry. Keep forgetting you guys are here. It doesn't help that I usually talk to myself anyways. I'm leaving the PVA kind of thick because these are kind of heavy. And I want to make sure that they have something to hold on to. This spoon. A lot easier. Instead of just little rock. Instead of just like throwing them in. Really, I'm just throwing rocks everywhere. Downtown. A couple of rocks are going to end up getting like thoroughly coated in the glue. That's fine because it dries clear. Truly going to have such a large mess to clean up when we're done here. But it's going to be worth it. No, I'm going to wait to do around the edges at the... That's going to be the easy part. And now I'm just working on getting the underneath hem done. Oh, I'm a bit high for you guys, sorry. Trying not to hit their feet too much, but at the same time it'll be fine because it'll just look like they're dug in a little bit. I'm gonna start getting around these. They are really pretty stones, Miss Leo. We ended up getting them at a, I'd say, semi-local shop for us. I think it's like a 45-minute drive, if I recall properly. Actually, I don't think it's even that far. I don't remember exactly how far it is. But it's just a little rock shop that I think is actually called like the Rock Shop. We ended up getting like, I want to say like maybe 5 pounds of these. I ended up putting some of these into dice and calling them math rocks. That's funny. Leo said, I'll be totally using that idea for a dragon base, so it looks like they are perched on a hoard of gemstones. Yeah, that'd be really cool. And the reason I'm not doing this over this is because I don't want to get even just the littlest bit of glue into our stockpile. I'd rather clean up a mess than have just a jumble of these, you know? My god, they're so pretty. I mean, that just looks great. No, it's not completely oh, there we go. See, look at that. Oh, that's phenomenal. Kind of wish I had base coated the base into a different color, but I think it works. There. Yeah, I thought about that before starting, but I didn't want to get back up. Lazy in the present means more work in the future, but present means like, worth it. Up there. Every time I say little drop, I'm just like, little drop of horrors, bop a wop. Then I immediately go to Cthulhu. For those of you who don't know, that is my cult. Just a jot, not a lot. Except in this case, you want to use a lot because the rocks are heavy compared to the glue. I mean, they're super light, but compared to the glue, they're heavy rocks. You want to be able to use enough to get it on. This is so cool and fun. This is really fun to do. I feel bad for using so many of the rocks, but I find it to be incredibly worth it. Just because of how good it looks, and I kind of want to grab like a blank base and just like flip it upside down, put a bunch in there, and then we can coat it with resin and then have them as coasters. So I absolutely love these rocks. Okay. I'm gonna set this guy off to the side. These guys are gonna be harder because they don't have as much base space. Sorry, I forgot to talk again. I can't really think of anything to talk about. More cookie flavors. Hi. Thanks. Since their desert town has all these rocks, they could have like a rocky road type cookie where it's extra crunchy. I don't know why I said Rocky Road. I think that might be like what they call it. But obviously Rocky Road is an ice cream. I think it would be pretty fun. Have one that looks like their desert ground. I saw it, just hold on. Miss Leo said, I wanted to see if you threw a handful of rocks because your mother would have. Yeah, she absolutely would have. She'd have been like, and Dad would have been like, why? And at this point, I'm using all the rocks that I've already thrown to scatter them on the base. That makes less of a cleanup. I'm a smart cookie. A little bit more there. Guy off. Go of me, please. Flat, please. You. This guy's gonna be the hardest because it's mostly cactus. Like, I can't even pour it straight on. I have to paint it on. The glue, I mean. This is like my glue brush, because it's always been gluey. By always, I mean whenever I first used it. I'm pretty sure that's like the first thing I used it for. Which is a great way to treat a brand new brush. Kinda wish I had like, I could just like dip this in. I think that would be like a lot easier. But again, I don't want to get a ton of glue on the other rocks. I'm going to test this on this guy because his base is so small. I'm going to go around the edges as well. What I was wanting to do with the other ones too, but I was worried that they wouldn't stick. But I think if I do it right, they would. Trick is just doing it correctly. And at the moment, I don't know if I am, but that's a learning experience. So we're gonna just go with it. All right. Pivot. I love the purple ones. The purple ones are so pretty. Oh, and now I'm gonna sit down, fall off. My hands are covered in rocks. That real quick, see how many stuck. Oh, pretty good number of them stayed on. I think I'm gonna have to go around the edges on all of them because I did it on one, you know? So if they can run into raspberries, do you think they'd be able to find like blackberry? Ooh, maybe they'd find like gooseberries. That would be pretty fun. Maybe like sometimes they would like trade cookies with travelers to get like outside edible items. Like probably not fresh fruit, but maybe like dried fruit, dried meats. And obviously they wouldn't pay these adventurers. They'd refuse to pay them every single time because they support local businesses. Yeah, I could see them trading their cookies for natural items that they can't find here. Maybe that's how they get their chocolate cookies, is trading cocoa beans. Be how they get coffee. They could get coffee beans that way as well and end up being able to make coffee cookies. God, this is such a mess. Like, I don't, you guys can only see part of it here. Let me move you. That's not even all of it. That's just the main catastrophic area. Turn. If they're trading... Thank you. So if they're trading with travelers, that takes away any limiters that they may have had before with the types of cookies they can make. Can you imagine if these guys got their hands on a bag of holding? They'd just be able to, like, because your food, if I recall correctly, your food doesn't actually perish in a bag of holding, which means they could just continuously stockpile cookies. And then whenever they're selling their cookies, they just have a bag of holding, like, all right, what kind of cookie do you want? I'm just so excited. I kind of want to like play these guys. Like, would it be too bad? Would it be too broken if I played 3 characters? I mean, they're all cactus monsters, so they won't be very strong. It would be so much fun. Like, and I can imagine, like, it would be so hard to play 3 different characters, though. Alright, and I'm gonna put that guy down. Boom. Just a little guy. And your turn. Like, I can imagine playing... Oh, Miss Leo said, depends on the version you play and what rules for them. However, there's nothing saying you can't homebrew it that way. That's true. Since, but I can imagine, hold on, mind fart. I can imagine just, like, playing with a group of adventurers and they keep saying Billy. So every single time they say Billy and all of us are like, yeah. That would probably be their voices is like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just be like, based on their size. The bigger they are, the lower their voice. Or maybe the opposite way to make it like really funny. Billie Jean's the smallest one and the girl. So having like, yeah, as their voice would be really funny. These guys are so much fun. It probably wouldn't be as fun to play as a level 20 Hannibal. That's really fun to play. We haven't gone back to that campaign in a little bit, but essentially we're doing a villain arc. So I'm playing a level 20 ranger villain, obviously, who is a cannibal. And I think we are ready to wrap it up if, Father, you would like to turn. Awesome. But as I'm playing a cannibal... Oh, I forgot the wigs. But yeah, you should still return. I'm playing a cannibal, so... And villain, obviously. And repeating myself, obviously. But it's really fun. That's really all I have about it. Honestly, it's sitting there really well. I don't think I even have to glue it on. It's just there. A wig. There's your hair, Billy Bob. This one I will have to glue on, however. This guy's afro. This there. Ow. Just a dot, not a lot. Come on. I'm gonna blame Mother. I don't know what's going on with this glue, but I'm gonna blame Mom. Oh my god, not even a dot. Oh, I forgot to close the PVA glue. Oh. I don't want to use the basing. Bottle. Ice. Well, I'm trying to get just a dot, but you glued it up or something. It's not coming out. I don't think the lid was on all the way. Sorry, I know you guys can't see right now. I'm trying to figure out the glue for a second. Oh, got it. Yeah, the lid wasn't on all the way, so the top layer of glue dried up. Just a dot, not a lot. I'm gonna leave that there. Probably should have done this the other way around, but it's late for that. I'll leave that there, and then I'm gonna go off camera for 2 seconds. Spray this over the trash can. Oh. Afro on. Should be stuck now. Alright. There we go. That guy's staying on completely, so I'm not even gonna worry about gluing that on. There's our little guys. I can't currently pick them up, so I'm gonna be moving the camera.
There you go.
Billy Bob. Billy Ray. Billy Jean. I love the wig. The wig looks... I just absolutely love the rocks on the face. Here's my mess, but
not gonna fit. There you go.
there you go. There's my mess. And a little bit of motion sickness.
No kidding.
There's the rocks. Look how pretty they are. So pretty. Love these rocks. I want like 10. But yeah, that is it for today. I will be moving to Sundays from now on, because it works better with my schedule. I will be painting, already forgot the name again, Alarta. It is in the chat if you want to scroll up quite a bit. Other than that. There it is. Galarta. Yeah, I'll be doing the Galarta bust next week on Sunday at 3 o'clock. We'll be having a blast while we